Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is a little bit different because I want to talk about posing shoes. Let's pop them down to the side for a sec. So I basically have three different types of posing shoes. I've got the Cocktail 508 MG, I have the Lip 108 CM, and then I have the Flair 104 CM. No I don't, I have the Flair 401 CM. The first shoe that I want to start off with is the Cocktail 508, which is by far my favourite shoe to pose in. The 508 has a 5-inch heel with a 1-inch platform, and this particular range is the MG one, which hopefully you'll be able to see has got quite a shiny platform on there, which is really nice and glitzy. It also has a very thick strap as well, which really does make you feel quite stable when you are wearing the shoe. The only thing that I would say is the right hand shoe for me is a little bit loose fitting in comparison to the left, so it does feel like I'm slipping out slightly. When you are buying shoes, it is always important to know that you will have one foot that is ever so slightly bigger than the other foot, so it's always worth trying both shoes on, whether you're buying posing shoes or just normal shoes in general, just to make sure that you are picking the right size for yourself. Originally I was going to go for size 4 and I'm glad I went for the size 3 because the 4s just would not have fit me at all. What I'm planning to do with these particular shoes is actually wear a gel pad, so hopefully it will kind of make me feel a little bit more secure in these shoes. But they are definitely really comfortable to walk in. The platform just gives you like a little bit more stability and it does help you get it onto the tip of your toe. This particular shoe is more aimed at people with mid to wide feet. If you do have narrow feet, I probably wouldn't recommend these particular shoes. I did a lot of research on these shoes and pretty much every competitor that I follow does wear this particular shoe. They're quite popular in, I believe, IFBB, but depending on what federation you are planning on doing will depend on the shoe that will be acceptable for you to wear on that day. Next up, I'm going to talk about the Flair 108, which is this particular shoe. I've actually jazzed these up quite a bit. I put some little gems on there. It wasn't too expensive to do that, but it actually definitely made a difference on stage because you could just see them sparkling like mad. You can get shoes that are fully encrusted, that are fully gemmed. They are a little bit more expensive, but personally from making my own bikini for my show and seeing how expensive the rhinestones are, it probably just is cheaper to buy the pre-stoned shoes rather than do it yourself, unless you can get them at like a really reasonable discounted price. The Lip 108 CM shoe has a 5-inch heel and has a 3/4 inch platform, and they are really good for people with narrow feet. I really do like these shoes, but the thing I find with them is they do feel a little bit too high, so I don't feel as confident when I'm walking, and I am a little bit wobbly in these particular shoes, but I do really like them. It's one of those things, it's going to be more what is comfortable for you to wear. But like I say, these are the first pair of shoes that I bought and they were really comfortable. So in comparison to the 508s, they do have a bit more of a narrower strap. The other thing with these particular shoes is the plastic is quite hard, so a few people recommended me to hairdry my shoes just to loosen up the plastic, wear them and then the plastic will loosen off. I've never known these shoes to loosen off really. They are a bit better than they were before, but they aren't much better if I'm being honest. Just bear in mind, depending on which shoe you buy, you might find that the plastic is quite tough because it does rub a little bit there and here. I also do find with these shoes a little bit that I tend to ache a hell of a lot the day after in my ankles than I do in the 508s. But apart from that, I do really like these shoes and I do actually wear these on normal nights out as well as just for my posing. The final pair of shoes that I want to talk to you about are the Flair 401, I kept saying 104, 401 CM shoes. And these particular shoes have a 4.5-inch heel and 1/2 inch platform. These ones are slip-on, they don't have the strap on them at the top. I believe that you can buy these in both options. In fact, I think you can buy most shoes in both options. But I wanted to try something a little bit different and just try and see if not having the strap there would kind of give me a little bit more flow in my posing. Unfortunately, these shoes just didn't really do anything for me. I didn't feel very comfortable in them, and they weren't much better for my posing than the lip shoes. I personally feel like these are quite a good pair of shoes just to start with if you are not kind of sure what kind of shoe and you haven't got the option to try them on. Also, maybe perhaps if you're already quite tall and you don't want a massive heel, these could be a good option for you as well. But I am teeny tiny, barely 5 foot, so I do need the height, and the platform really does help me walking in shoes. I have to admit, I do not know how I managed to walk around so much when I was younger in huge skyscraper heels, because I struggle right now. So now I've shown you the shoes that I have bought, I want to kind of discuss with you where you can buy the shoes, what things you should be thinking about in terms of choosing your shoe, and just kind of give you like an overview of the shoes that I have and cost and things like that. So in terms of actually picking the shoe for you, this will depend on quite a few different things. So this will depend on you as an individual, the type of style that you like and what you're going to be comfortable walking in, but also it will depend on the federation that you are going to be competing with. So different federations will have different criteria about what they expect their competitors to wear and what is acceptable and what is not. A really good website to understand which federations have what criteria is the Compact website. Now this is a website where you can buy all of your kind of bikini, figure, bodybuilding kind of accessories, shoes, jewellery, tan, you name it, they have it. But basically what they have on their website is they have all the different styles that they supply, and quite a lot of them they have videos showing people walking in the shoes, and they also tend to have a little list on there of which federations will accept that style of shoe. So I would highly recommend having a look on there if you haven't already had a look on the federation's website that you want to compete with, because as I say, certain federations will accept different shoes. Where to buy from? So Compact is a website you can buy shoes from. I bought my 508 Cocktail MG shoes from Harlequin Bikinis. You could get them from eBay or Depop or even the Compact pre-owned part of the website if you are on a bit of a budget or happy to buy second-hand shoes. Some people haven't even worn some of the shoes either, or they've just been used for posing, so it's definitely worth having a look on there. I personally, when I bought my first set of shoes, which was the Lip 108, I just kind of googled bikini posing shoes, and I think like quite a few websites turned up, and I just picked which one I thought was going to be right in terms of price range for myself, because at the time I didn't have a lot of money to spend on things like shoes. So yeah, don't just buy shoes though for the sake of them being cheaper, because you need to make sure that they're going to fit you as an individual and you're going to be able to walk in them, because there's no point in buying a pair of shoes, you can't pose in them, and then you've either got to put up with them or then spend double the amount of money buying another set of shoes. Another good thing as well that Compact do is they are actually at a lot of different kind of expos and bodybuilding federations. They were at my NFM UK show as well. They had like a stall where you can actually try on some of the shoes. So if you're not sure kind of what style you want, they give that option if they have the shoes you're looking for, and you can kind of try different styles on and see how they fit and kind of go from there. So to wrap this video up, obviously I've shown you the 3 different styles of shoes that I have bought. I just show you a little reminder, if that's going to focus, I don't know if it will do. So yes, I have 3 pairs now of bikini shoes. My personal favourite is the 508 Cocktail shoes, and I love the MG ones, which is the sparkly platform. You can actually buy them with a kind of silver platform, but I don't know if many federations would accept that, because most ask for a clear platform or small platform anyway. So yeah, maybe just double check that. What I would say is, before you do look at buying a pair of shoes, don't do what I did the first time round, just have a little nosy and go for the price, go for ones that you can afford at that time. Do your research, understand your federation, understand what kind of shoe you can walk in comfortably and that you're going to get the most out of. Then look at buying your posing shoes, and as I say, you can always get them second hand if you can't afford to get them brand new first time round. But yeah, I hope you found this video useful and interesting, and if you've got any comments, questions or suggestions, please do bob them in the comment section down below. Hit the like button so that I know you have enjoyed this video, and do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Ooh. Shit, that was a long video.